Hi, I'm Carrie Blazer. Thank you for clicking on my clip. I have a free ebook linked below, my 6 Divine Feminine Self-Love Strategies. They will help you transform your emotional wounds into personal wisdom. And I take a multidisciplinary approach. There's something there for everyone because what I learned is when something's true, it's true in multiple places. Please like and subscribe and help me distribute my ebook to everyone for free by exploding my channel. Take care. Enjoy the clip. But what it taught me is that enlightenment is an emotion. It's an expression of the soul. In Buddhism, mostly men trying to experience enlightenment. And sure, men experience enlightenment because men experience emotions too. But the female enlightenment experience, because women experience their emotions so much longer, we're designed to live in our emotions, so to speak, with this far more robust nervous system than men have. Men aren't designed for it. They're designed to feel their emotions and let go, feel and let go, so that they can spend time being logical and strategizing and planning and not being living in the moment. Emotions are in the moment, but there's a balance between the feminine and the masculine. The feminine's in the moment and the masculine plans and strategizes in general. But here are all of our emotions and all these different frequencies. So in fear, guilt, and shame, like fear is 100 hertz, guilt is 30 hertz, shame is 20 hertz, where enlightenment is 700 to 1,000 hertz. So when I learned that, I was like, oh, well, that makes sense why I lost 12 pounds when I was in great shape. That makes sense. And I spent the most of my time down here in my fear, guilt, and shame. And we're going to get to Dr. Mate in a minute. He's a family medicine practitioner who specializes in how childhood trauma impacts adults. And I'll get into why understanding these frequencies is so important when we talk about cancer and autoimmune diseases and other medical challenges that a lot of people have. But let's learn on this slide, how does a holographic universe operate? The universe is a mirror showing me myself in every moment as a constant feedback loop for self-improvement. And that's why I attracted in players into my life. I had a wound that I'm replaceable. So who better to show me that wound? Men who have multiple women. I had deep paternal wounds. They have deep maternal wounds. We're the exact opposite. Perfectly aligned to show me myself. If a guy's flirting with me at yoga, but he's not asking me out, then I probably got stuff to work on, right? So the universe is a mirror showing me myself in every moment as a constant feedback loop for self-improvement. So how does this work? And then we'll look at the physics experiment. So let's say that in your soul, you have 40 hertz, and that 40 hertz is selfishness. Well, when that 40 hertz moves, when you trigger that 40 hertz inside of you, all the souls around you who also have that same 40 hertz will start to move. And there's resonance. There's your tribe. There's your identity. That's how you see yourself. Beauty as well. One time I saw a shaman that I had done medicine journeys with. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so bright. You're so bright. You're so bright. And only when I walked out of the house, I'm like, oh, I'm that bright too. That was my soul showing me how bright I had become because of my work, because I was spending way more time in these higher vibrating emotions, love, peace, and enlightenment, compassion. They all vibrate higher, so then you're brighter. These lower vibrating emotions, fear, greed, apathy, shame, then you're in a much denser energy and it's harder to get out of that. Like learning to surf the waves of life, you don't go from shame just directly to enlightenment. If you're going to learn to surf the waves of life, you go on the 1-foot wave and you go in a little and you come out like I did. I went into why can't I apologize? And I came out, and that took me 2 years after I started healing for the capacity to do that on my own. These changes do not happen overnight. It takes work, daily work. So, but let's look at this physics experiment here. And so first we're going to see 2 prongs. And we're going to see that one prong is tuned to 512 hertz and the other one is 440 hertz. And when the 512 moves, the 440 doesn't move. But when the 440 moves, so does the other 440. Let's watch.
I don't know if you've heard of the mystic Rumi. One of his sayings is, "What you seek seeks you," and that's an example of that, so that you can see yourself. Or the observer effect in physics.
If this resonated with you, please consider subscribing for more conversations about psychology, healing, and the divine feminine, and pick up a free copy of my ebook below. Take care.